On the day of a deadly shooting outside a Richmond high school graduation and in the weeks of planning leading up to it, the district did not have a director of safety and security. That's because the superintendent wanted his resignation. A year after leaving RPS, that former director is speaking out now for the first time. Our Tyler Lane sat down with him for an exclusive interview and has part one of his investigative report.
Every day I come to work and I have a list of things I'm going to do. I usually write it down on a 3x5 card. And it was rarely a day where I got through that list because there was something that popped off that you had to go take care of.
Maurice Tovar describes the pace of his previous job as relentless. He was the director of safety and security for Richmond Public Schools.
There was always a fire to put out.
Tovar had 25 years of law enforcement experience before taking the position in 2018. And immediately, he says there was lots of work to do.
A lot of our crisis planning was outdated. It was on paper. You couldn't find it. It was in a shoebox.
Much of Tovar's responsibilities centered around supervising security personnel in the buildings, overseeing drills and emergency planning, collaborating with police, and managing state-mandated safety requirements. But responding to school incidents also kept his team busy. Last school year alone, according to state data, RPS saw more than 5,100 behaviors of a safety concern.
We were reactive a lot of the time. Something would happen and then we would go back and fix it, but we didn't put a lot of forethought into trying to predict what was coming up next.
A problem he says needs to be addressed from the top down, starting with the Richmond School Board. That's the body that Tovar believes unjustly forced him out of a job.
I've never been treated so unprofessional in my life.
In February 2023, he was involved in a presentation to the school board about district safety protocols.
Good evening.
But he says that members asked him questions about topics that were not under his control, like restorative justice practices.
And I see too many beautiful children in really bad situations, and I'm wondering what we're doing to prevent it.
Yeah, as far as prevention, we have, as you know, Gaggle, which monitors communications through RPS.
That still seems punitive to me.
My concern is the fact that he is the director of safety and security, and cannot speak to the processes that are happening in these schools when our young people are in crisis.
I am thoroughly disappointed. I've been disappointed since 7/15 because this foolishness has to stop.
I would probably be embarrassed that in an open forum like that to show the world that that's how you treat people.
A few days after that meeting, Superintendent Jason Camrus met with Tovar.
And we sat down and he started by saying, "I love you." He said it like 3 times. And then he's like, "But I need your resignation. I need it by the end of the day." And he was like, "I know things are crazy. It's an upside down world. The board doesn't like you. And I don't know why they don't like you."
Tovar's last day would be in April 2023, and though Camrus said he would appoint a new security director immediately, the position sat vacant for months, including throughout the graduation planning process.
We've seen a lot of people running from the Altria.
Violence erupted after Huguenot High School ceremony, killing a graduate and his stepfather and injuring several others. A third-party investigation report revealed that Richmond Public School staff allowed the slain student at the graduation without any consideration of safety concerns, though multiple staff had knowledge of threats against his life and failed to complete threat assessments.
I think it goes to the culture of RPS and safety. There's a lot of things that were missed. We see all the mishaps that have happened at RPS the last several years.
And the district wouldn't replace that position until the day after the shooting, June 7th. Now, the school board has been blamed for allegedly running off other RPS leaders in the past, which you can read about in this story on WTVR.com. At the time of his resignation, Tovar says he had never been disciplined or heard concerns about his performance. Now, coming up tonight at 11, it's part 2 of our investigation. Tovar responds to the security failures highlighted in that third-party report, plus why he says those issues are not unique just to this graduation. I'm Tyler Lane for CBS 6 News.